Hello, everybody. It's Coach Aguilar. Today's Direct Teach video is going to be for Monday, October 26th. Um, and we're going to be going over pre-writing for our informational essay. We're going to start the day, if you can see my screen, with a Lion King video. And then we're going to have a discussion question about you got to put your past behind you and whether or not you agree or disagree. It's a really cool video. Make sure you answer your post in the discussion question. And make sure you participate in the conversation as we're having it. Now, here's your daily agenda. It just tells you what we're going to do for the day. I'm going to go over it with you. Our lesson focus is going to be brainstorming ideas for our informational essay. And then our guiding questions, what valuable lessons can we learn from history? So that's what our essay's topic is going to be about. Have we learned? Have we not learned? It says students can investigate further history events to build background knowledge on their own time out of class. And you know a lot of events that stick out in your head, events that you've learned throughout school already. Now, on our Schoology course, I've actually added some background information on some cultural events that have happened throughout history. I added 6 events. You can take information from those events that I added, or you can totally go on your own. Now, it says Mr. Aguilar will provide a video. That's the video we're doing right now, explaining the assignment. Now, when I click on the Schoology lesson, this is the way your lesson will appear. It's going to be blank. And this lesson is going to take a couple of days to fill out because this is our pre-writing before we get into our essay. So for Monday, we want to focus on these top 3 boxes. My topic is, I chose this topic because, and I want my reader to know. So I'm going to close that for now, and I'm going to go into my Schoology. Now, this isn't in your course yet. This is still in my sandbox, but this is how it will look. It says historical information examples, and then it says first 3 boxes examples. So I'm going to click on my historical information examples first. And these are the 6 that I provided for you. You can get information from these resources, or you can find resources on your own. That's not a problem. So the first one I gave you is the September 11th attacks. And I gave you a fact sheet. I want to say it's about 3 pages long. Okay, I tried to keep them short so that you're not bogged down with information. Now, the way you would use this is according to your topic. If you think that we've learned from history, then can we use this article showing that we've learned from history? Or maybe you think we haven't learned from history. Would this article contribute to your reasons or your support on how we haven't learned from history? Now down here, this is Black History Month facts and accomplishments. So you could use information from this article, from these facts, to show have we learned from history, or the reverse, have we not learned? For Cesar Chavez, same thing. It's about a 2-page article, and you can use information depending on what side your topic is. I have articles on mass shootings, the moon landing. This is directly from NASA. And Rosa Parks talking about civil rights. You could definitely use this, showing that we have learned from the past. And then I have the Kosovo crisis. And if you remember in Elie Wiesel's speech that we reviewed about 2 weeks ago, he talks about the Kosovo crisis and how humanity really hasn't learned, but he's hopeful that they will learn, that future generations will learn not to be indifferent. And that's one man's opinion. You can choose any way to write your paper. So these are just examples that you could use, but you don't have to. You can totally look up things on the internet and do it on your own. I'm going to click back on Monday, though, and now I'm going to go to my examples. First 3 boxes examples. Now, in my first example of the 3 boxes, I said my topic is, I used the sentence starter, going to be about how history has made a positive impact on the future. I'm done with that box. My second box, I chose this topic because so I'm already thinking about my introductory paragraph where I'm going to tell them what I'm going to write, I'm going to tell them about my support, and then I'm going to conclude with a good, strong statement. Okay? So my second box, I chose this topic because I have seen a change in civil rights that was brought on by leaders like Rosa Parks and Cesar Chavez. I have also seen a leap in technology since the NASA moon landing. So I'm letting the reader know that my informational paper is probably going to have some information about Rosa Parks, Cesar Chavez, and the NASA moon landing and how they contributed to making our future better. And then I'm going to end my first paragraph. I want my readers to know that even though there is still suffering and tragedies in the world, we are slowly but surely moving toward a common goal of one humanity. And I'm done with the first three boxes. I'm done with today's assignment. Now, when you do this, you're more than welcome to look at my examples, but please do not copy straight from it. All ELA teachers have these examples, and they're just going to give you a 0. So please use your own words. Use mine as a foundation, but put your own words in there. Now, let's say you don't believe that that history has made an impact. So I have a second example here, and it says, my topic is going to be about how humanity has still not learned the error of its ways through all the suffering that has occurred in history. So I'm going the opposite direction. I chose this topic because just 19 years ago, the U.S. was rocked by terrorism because of the September 11th attacks. In addition, just 21 years ago, Kosovo experienced ethnic cleansing even after knowing about the Holocaust. So now you know that my paper is going to probably highlight those two events and how the world did not learn from them. I want my reader to know that unless everyone contributes to be a part of a positive community and not be indifferent, then the world will continue to go in circles through tragedies. So at the end of my first paragraph, it's kind of like a call to action, kind of like Elie Wiesel's speech, okay? And then I'm done. The first three boxes are done, and I can complete the rest Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with the following assignments. This whole week is just about our pre-writing, guys. And don't think that it took me just 5 seconds to write these. I had to look at the information. I had to find my resources that I was going to use in my essay before I even wrote my first three boxes. So please don't just use my examples and then fill in words. Do some research, see which way you really feel. Because if you feel strongly one way, that's going to be your best writing. Hopefully, I explained the lesson pretty well. If you have any questions, please email through Schoology or TAC, your ELA teacher. Have a great week. See y'all later, guys.